and we are caretaker. We are the one that doing the cleaning all and thing. Since Joseph Boaka for the past 6 years, since Joseph Boaka took over for the past 3 months, they be demanding us to come to work every day. For me, I pay $450 to where I live to come here and $450 to go back. Every day they will take listing for oil and carry. But I was surprised yesterday, the minister called and he want to have a meeting with us. So we got there, Paulina came, and Paulina said there is no budget for us. She's not going to pay us, and she put it all down. Maybe when she get money the 15th or next month, she will pay us. For everybody that work on a job, we are government, she will put everybody down, and that's what she did. So we got angry, we went to the mansion in group 730 persons. Paulina, she said, Joe, we have put her father down, but he was working. So anybody that work on a job, we are with him. That job, we are put that she will put them down. Paulina took her. So therefore, she came and said, she's not working with us again, and she didn't pay us. So I saw that we work in this government for the past 6 years. And then for the 3 months that Joseph Boaka got there, we've been working early in the morning, we can't early in the morning, we can't work. We have been working for the past 6 months. So they should get our pay so that we can go and sit down. That's how she left. So we should go and sit down and wait for the 15th. And I'm telling the Liberian government, I'm telling Boaka, Joseph Boaka, I said Joseph Boaka, and I'm always talking to the senator, representatives that we elected you, we voted for you. We are single mother. We call you. We voted for you in the house. You're sitting there. Paulina could play with us. And Paulina play with us. She will get it wrong for herself. She will get it wrong. Paulina, the small child. She running. She know how to have. She baby. If you want to take off anywhere, pay us. We're going to sit down. But you can't come and tell all people that we're on a job, we're government. Are we not Liberian? Are we not Liberian? That you taking bread from our table, taking food from our mouth because of job we are? Please, our senator, you can call back. Our senator in the house, you please talk for us. You say you are going to talk for the women. That's what Paulina is doing to us. She's taking bread from our mouth. We will be marching. I got group. We all will be going to the mansion in black. We will walk to the mansion and we'll point tire. And they will kill all the way they came for in York, let they kill us. Because that's why they came for the kill. They said they came to rescue. But they never came to rescue or they came to kill us. We will march to the mansion, everybody going to wear black. Everybody that wear with Minister of State that they put down, saying they will wear black. We'll go to the mansion, we'll put tire, we'll point it, we'll walk to the mansion. The liar they get there, the information director, the information minister is a black liar. The people came to steal. He came outside where he saw us. He stood up, he said, your words are going to Paulina coming back. He never came back. He just left on the only thing they did, they called the police are shopping us all over the place. So if they will kill us, they must be ready to kill us some money. Okay. We are Liberian. We work and we earn our own money.
If I tell you things I did in Bagan before you were born, you will feel discouraged. We were the one that's stealing chicken here. But today I can't do it. I want to be honest with you people. I don't want to tell you people a fairy tale story that you'll go home and do something. I'm being honest with you people.
You said during the UFO days in Bong, you were one person who used to steal chicken.
I'm proud of that too.
And today coming back to tell the Liberian people that you want to have an elected position or occupy an elected position. Don't you think someone may refer to you as an old criminal?
And I need one to pour me, I will take it. I did it at that time, so I cannot dodge. But what I'm telling you is this: I have been refound, not only by myself, but by God alone.
For being refound, don't you think it will still follow you? This is a political era. Like you can
Let me tell you something. If you want me to lie to the people of this country, then I will not do it. I'm telling you factual story about me. You didn't force me to tell you. I'm telling you something about me. I want the Liberian people to listen to it and be able to vote for me. Look, Jesus Christ himself said, only the criminal will be able to preach the Bible and understand it better. Okay? Why you think Jesus made that remark? Because he knew there would be criminal in the world. Look, if I go to steal chicken today, you'll put hanger on me and probably me in Bagan.
Are you making this statement to get the vote of the young people who these days are called Zogos and Zogos?
Or to maybe seek forgiveness?
Let me tell you, I'm making this statement to identify myself and where I come from, the struggle I went through, so you can build your life from there at younger generation and know there is hope in the future.
We want to talk to some people here as well. We see a lot of women here. Let's talk to our mama. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk to our mama. Okay. Welcome to Spoon TV. You are live. How are you?
My name is Nyemade Williams.
Okay. William, it's good to have you on Spoon TV. The donation, medical supplies, the senators have been in the county for about 4 days, ending this entire process with it. I'm very happy because your very Spoon FM used to say a whole lot of things about the past government. You said a whole lot of things. And our expectation was wow. But now since the government have taken over, we have not seen anything. And the ex-government, they proving to us that they still love the country, they still continue with their love. That you're the one used to cast it, you used to say a whole lot of things. So I'm very happy for you to be on the ground, for me to talk with you, because I really wanted to express my feeling to Spoon FM. That you're put in a problem. The administration, it is not young because people say a whole lot of things. So they have a year experience, they could do better things. But since they came, even a baby can be one more, or if you born a child, when this child will benefit you, as soon as you born that baby, you will tell from that baby is, and you will know that baby. I know that because the president told us that you are living on loan. So I know that when he have to pay a bribe, that he have to pay asset bank money. So I know that the president will not do nothing for this country. So my expectation is very low, very high, because according to your special Spoon and TV, when you're there on radio, you say a whole lot of things. The man got who, he got who experience, he can do there, we are the other one, we are the other one. Most of the men I used to monitor you. So I'm very happy. That's what you hear me, because now you're poor in a problem. And the problem why you're poor in no understanding, we can't see it. When the man will Philippine loan money before he turn to laugh, because the man, I know he will pay his debts, he has no idea of the country.
And the way Spoon FM were on air, really talking about this government. Why you people should say it's just 4 months when you want to do something, and so you start winning that people will be impressed. Especially you see the words from our mom. It's what God created with this war. Don't say it's politics talk. The same way to say people talking against Joe. We are like in my church. People say that when they say that the reason why Joe will not win because he lied to the citizens. So you want to tell me Bakara lied to us? He lied to us. Bakara told us that even rest were going to trap, and now rest claiming them morning before. It's one of those people that were really pushing up Bakara, but today I think you have to be a liar. I join you with the comment to be liar.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. Mm-hmm. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said it. He said, when you win, you run for one term. He himself said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else.
You'll know that Ora, I cannot perform a certain duty when I'm old. And what you're talking about 2 years from now, I'm 57 now, our retirement age is 65. I'm 57 now. 6 years from now, I'll be 163. And I cannot work for 2 years. So the best thing to do is to promote peace and prosperity for this country. So you're not going to drag me into politics until I reach 90 years old, or 50 years old. So I'm just telling you, because right now, you know what we're faced with? Our parents are in politics when we were young. Our 1 year old, my uncle was in politics, some of them can't even walk. We're seeing how we can take them to the hospital to survive. When they are 80, they are 90 years old, they still not in politics. It's not me. I did not come to politics to hijack politics. I think the politics will play a part. I think the politics will play a part. Maybe you can say, well, I think he wanted to prove something. And then I will agree with you, yes, I wanted to prove something. And the politics I wanted to prove. People say that we are insignificant people. And I want to prove them wrong and say, no, we are not insignificant. Yeah, we may not have the scene of possibility that you have. But every possibility that we got, we can make use of it. You understand? So I will never be president. God knows I will be president. I will not do nothing in Liberia. I will get no wisdom. But you can look around Liberia and see that fingerprint is everywhere. We're not chasing politics. No, pray to God to serve. That's why I serve the national, and that's why I was hoping to serve as president of Liberia. But like I said again, thank you, Liberians, that they gave me the opportunity. Whether it's one time, whether it's 50 times, but I can guarantee you it's one time. One time because I have broken undisputed record. So I tell for the people. But let me not believe that because people love me, I will be there for 90 to 100 years while children coming up to be leaders. I will not do that. Looking for me on that, just me. Well, I have no vision of it on that. I vision of it. Because myself will pray to God for the vision not to work. Because I did that for myself. I did that for my children. I did that for myself. So this is not with a must. And then promote you and Liberian believes that the leader. This is who I am, and what I am. So the revelation is a good one. I hope the next government are coming will take that responsibility. Some of us, we have tasted no blood in our life. All our life was on the altar with our grandparents. We pray every day. When I flew home and flew down home, we were hoping. The question we both placed our hope on was Jesus Christ, the Son of the Lord, to talk to our Father God. So, Liberians, every time I speak, whether it's the United Nations or the ECOWAS, peace is the order of the day. The man that want to be president, that want to unseat me, you must unseat me in a peaceful way. You don't need to break anything, to shoot anybody, and according. Those that are going in it, that are going to vote against us for all the rules. They will be happy when they go to move. They will not be fighting. This is the Labrador that we want to take. It is not about Georgia. It's about our country. Now, the reason they telling you, what I will say to you again, and I can say it, as a family living there, as friends, I treat my family, brothers and sisters, just as I treat my friends. Because everyone is all family. I don't know brothers. See, I got brothers, I got sisters, man. They say like every day, but the way I treat you as an outsider, how I treat them, they get respect, I give them respect. They get love, I give them love. If they get hate, we give them love. Amen. And they all know me for that. If you see my brother, if you see my friend, you will not believe that this guy is my brother, this guy is my friend. Because I treat everybody the same. Because we are all God's children. Whether we come from the same mother or not, we are children from different mothers, but we are family. So, what I want to say to you, do not continue to listen to people that want to chester other people. Those people that are talking, and I can guarantee you, look, I can bring necessary and lead the people. You will see chaos. Because the problem that you have. So you see, I'm a winner. One guy that was working with a foreign ministry that has sacked because he did the wrong thing. It's the man that come here today say, I was in a rebel group. I don't have to tell everybody whether he's black or he's black. Everybody that knows rebel group know me. If I ever been in a rebel group, only God knows. But he knows the policy. And these are people that are carrying bomb. That we disarm. We disarm say, no, you didn't carry the bomb. It's the men that come today on TV, bold enough to say, I was part of a rebel group. Or I gave to the rebel group. The only money that I pay in this country, that children are going to school, from LU to ABC school. And the others from there, they do not. They are not here. I have not participated in any war. I do not support any war. I do not support anybody that fought war in my life. Because I hate what will happen here. And We will not fail you. We will work for you. And this is what we're doing. You listen to me in the church. I don't have to repeat myself. Everything that they say is wrong, that they don't want to spoil it. All the new thing that is here, that we don't want to fix it. Anything what they're looking for, what they say they're tired, that they don't want to spoil it. And that's what we try to fix. They're tired. Why are they tired? How can you be tired and you walking your stomach and those people, they sit down, they eat well, and you see your children to spoil the country. How can I be like them? We keep to the political arrangement. We keep the arrangement with Vita. We came with peace. And we attain the victory that never lead us today. Now because of you today, we got education. Now because of you today, our internet roads have been paid. Now because of you today, we made inflation at 27%, 99%. So don't let them tell you otherwise. Nigeria is 175 years old, 171 years old. What we see in the 4 years, we are not seeing it. In the 4 years, you build our economy, infrastructure, that because of you today, we got more hospitals. Previous government, they prepare on the hospital that were here before. But we pay a new one. We are your right leaders. And I want to thank all of the newcomers, those wise people that change. They say wise men changes, but our art, wise men and wise women changes. So I want to thank all of the young people, the first time voters, and the newcomers that are making a mistake to be with the family. This is the right family for you. We will depend on you for us to continue our developmental exercise.
One guy that was working with the foreign ministry that has sacked because he did the wrong thing. It's the man that coming up to say, I was still a rebel group. I don't have to tell everybody whether he's now or he's not. Everybody that is rebel different the way. If I ever been a rebel group, you go. When you go to the police station, and these are people that are carrying guns. That we get armed with the council to carry the gun. It's the men that come today on TV, bold enough to say, I'm a part of rebel group, or I get to the rebel group. The only money that I pay in this country that children are going to school, and all your students they do now, they run it. I've not participated in a war. I did not support any war. I did not support anybody that fought war in my life because I hated what happened.
We will continue our reforms in 2021 and push to achieve growth and grow jobs across key sectors of our economy. And so, Mr. Speaker, although the state of our economy is challenged, the fundamental remains sound and strong. The soundness and strength is based on the very hard work we have delivered over the past 18 months. Madam Vice President and President of the Senate, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Pro Tempore, and Mr. of the Legislature, now that I have discharged my statutory duty under Article 58 of our Constitution, I would like to speak directly to you, my fellow Liberians. My fellow Liberians, just 3 days ago, January 22nd, 2020, was the 3rd anniversary of my inauguration as President of Liberia for a 6-year term. This is therefore the midterm of my tenure, and it is the time that we review our progress and achievement made thus far, and recalibrate where necessary to ensure that we achieve the goals of our National Development Plan, the Pro Agenda for Prosperity and Development. Which is based on the platform upon which you elected me to this high office. First of all, let me reaffirm that road connectivity continues to be the flagship of my programs. Which is intended to serve as a major catalyst for national development. It is important that all of the 15 counties in Liberia should be interconnected by modern roads. This entails the construction of approximately 500 kilometers of paved primary roads, as well as the maintenance of approximately 4,000 kilometers of urban.
I'm filled with a profound sense of gratitude and humility. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your president and commander-in-chief for the past 6 years. Together, in 2018, we embarked on a journey to build a united, peaceful, and prosperous Liberia. And I am deeply thankful for the trust and support you have bestowed upon me and my administration during my tenure. As we navigate the complexity of governance, your partnership was instrumental in the development and implementation of policies and programs that aim to bring progress and development to our great nation. Reflecting on the accomplishment of these 6 years, let me tell you that I am proud of what we have achieved together. We have built roads, supported free wires and free tuition at high schools and public universities, stabilized the macroeconomic challenges we faced in 2018, built hundreds of proper housing units, and achieved on so many fronts that we are able to list here today. However, I acknowledge that there is always room for improvement, and perhaps more could have been done under different circumstances. Regrettably, some of the long-term projects we initiated did not reach completion during my tenure. I am hopeful that the incoming administration will carry the torch forward and bring these initiatives to fruition for the benefit of all Liberians. Fellow compatriots, rumors, and misinformation have played a large part in our politics over the last 6 years. It is my hope we as a country will overcome this challenge over the next 6 years. To begin this, we must start with the facts of the transition. I must report to you that we are leaving behind a better economy than we inherited. Today, President-elect Joseph Boakai will inherit a stronger economy than I inherited. There is a bigger net international reserve position than was handed me in 2018. I inherited 94,999,000 United States dollars in net international reserves. And I am handing over to the next administration a net international reserve position of 222,700,000 United States dollars. This is 136% increase in the net international reserve position. The total cash balance in the government's consolidated account is United States $40,044,365.90. In 2018, my government inherited a consolidated cash position of $7 million United States dollars. The next administration thus has more resources to deal with emergency macroeconomic challenges than my administration had at its disposal in 2018. My fellow citizens, through our time together, I held steadfast to two cornerstones of leadership: keeping the peace and upholding the democratic process and the root of our democratic journey. I am immensely proud that during my tenure, Liberia remained at peace with itself and at peace with its neighbor. Our armed forces, the force of good, were never turned against our own people, and external actions were confined to international peacekeeping mission under the United Nations. This peace, sustained by our own domestic resources, is a testament to the maturity and strength of our nation. We protected the inalienable rights of every Liberian citizen as enshrined in our Constitution. Freedom of speech, assembly, and expression were not only preserved, but celebrated. There were no political prisoners or prisoners of conscience during my entire term, a testament to the development of strong democratic institutions that are now not only hailed as competent and professional, but as trusted and credible. Liberia is now regarded as a pillar of democracy in West Africa and a shining example to the world. This was only made possible through our various collaborative efforts. I want to thank all Liberians, regardless of your political affiliation, for staying the course and helping build a stronger and more vibrant nation. As I step aside as president of Liberia, I will remain actively engaged with the politics of the country as standard bearer and political leader of the Coalition for Democratic Change, the CDC, in order to ensure the continuation of our strong and vibrant democracy. I therefore urge you, my fellow citizens, to continue to be law-abiding and seek peaceful means to resolve differences, embrace tolerance and dialogue. Let us love one another and come together as one people, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us remember the strength of our unity, the resilience of our democracy, and the hope that lies in the future of Liberia. As we welcome a new era, let us move forward hands in hand with a shared commitment to building a united nation that will continue to strive on observing the tenets of democracy and adhering to the rule of law. May God bless you all, and may God continue to bless the Republic of Liberia.
Those who wrote the speech, inauguration day, everybody happy. We are rejoicing over the defeat of the old regime. We are rejoicing about our effort to bring a new regime. Then we're sitting down with happiness. We go write paper for that 79-year-old man. He's struggling to read. Then you go there, I will tell you that nation. I will tell you US, I will bring one more here. Because you think one more of the transit. I tell the woman of really, when you got to the
when you elect a clown and you think that he will be a king, what he does is to convert the kingdom into a circus. This is what we must deal with, and this is what we must say. Who do we elect into our public offices? Because, as I've said before, when you allow hyenas to take care of goats, why should you be surprised when the goats are eaten? This is the same. And Africa is only going to realize our potential in all areas when, by dint of choice, we enable and allow our best men and women to serve in different areas. I've heard it being said about Lee Kuan Yew in Singapore. I've heard it being suggested about Mahathir Mohamad in Malaysia. I've heard it being said about Japan. I've heard it being said about other countries, but there was a conscious decision on the part of those individuals and the followership. We always talk about leaders, but we never talk about the followers. The followers must also style up. Africans on average are for some reason attracted to thieves. Africans are for some reason attracted to men and women who cannot serve her. And when they are not served, then they complain. When Africans are told, choose you now whom we shall release, Jesus of Nazareth or Barabbas, they say release Barabbas. And when Barabbas behaves like Barabbas, they say, why are you not behaving like Christ? It cannot be done.
In May of 2001, signed a second of two executive orders, number 13213, Defense Exhibit D310, in which it was stated, and I quote, the government of Liberia's complicity in the RUF's illicit trade in diamonds and its other forms of support for the RUF are direct challenges to the United States foreign policy objectives in the region, as well as the rule-based international order that is critical to the peace and prosperity of the United States. Therefore, I find these actions by the government of Liberia contribute to the unusual and extraordinary threat to the foreign policy of the United States described in Executive Order 13194, with respect to which the President declared a national emergency. This executive order did not say the alleged complicity. It concluded the complicity. The conspiracy was born, all systems put into motion, and here I stand today. I never stood a chance. This is the broader contextual matrix that regrettably did not and still has not seen the light of day in these proceedings, despite the gallant efforts by the defense to unearth and reveal the contextual framework behind the charges against me. Now, with the two executive orders, the dogs were let out, so to speak. What followed was a dispatch of the attack pack led by Lieutenant Colonel David Crane, Defense Intelligence, 30 years, prosecutor. He, Crane, unlawfully unsealed the court's sealed indictment to his handlers, senior U.S. government officials at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown, and was never held to account. The rest of the operational team are Colonel Brandon Hollis, Defense Intelligence, CIA, U.S. Air Force, Senior Trial Counsel, and now prosecutor. James C. Johnson, U.S. Army expert, 20 years on conventional and special operations, Chief of Prosecutions for the SCSL. Alan White, 30 years, Defense Intelligence, recalled from retirement to head up investigations at the Special Court of Sierra Leone. Stephen J. Rapp came on board as Chief Prosecutor for a short time with experience from Capitol Hill, where he served with the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee sometime before. It came as no surprise to me that as a reward of sorts for Stephen Rapp's diligence in the execution of U.S. foreign policy objectives through these ad hoc tribunals, he was appointed U.S. Ambassador at large for war crimes issues. In support of the contextual framework of politics, on February 8, 2006, Lieutenant Colonel David Crane, prosecutor, appeared before the U.S. Congress Subcommittee on Africa, Defense Exhibit D404, and spelled out in clear terms the decision taken in support of regime change in Liberia and what needed to happen to solidify that process. There was little mention, if any, in his testimony about Sierra Leone. And here is what he said. I posit that 5 years from now, when the international community is challenged by other crises, Taylor in Calabar, under the protection of Nigeria, will make his move. We will wake up one morning and watch on CNN as Taylor rides triumphantly down the main street in Monrovia to the executive mansion, daring all of us to come and get him. Unless he is handed over to the special court for Sierra Leone, this scenario is not out of the realm of possibilities. He then asked, how do we assure Liberia's future? And he answers that. Ultimately, he says, what we do about Taylor in the next several weeks will determine the fate of Liberia and the new administration of its president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Crane then sets out several plans, two of which I'll state here. He said, first, hand Charles Taylor over to the special court for Sierra Leone for a fair trial, his kind of trial. This takes him out of the local and regional dynamics that is West Africa. Second, tie any financial and political support to good governance in Liberia. Time does not permit, but the exhibits are present. Not even the Nigerian nation was spared from threats and intimidation, as explained by Femi Kayode, press secretary to President Obasanjo, the Nigerian head of state, who was with him in Washington when President George W. Bush promised, and I quote, to bring Nigeria to its knees if Taylor was not turned over to the special court. And what happened? Obasanjo buckled and capitulated. Now, this demonstrates the significant pressure that was brought to bear on President Obasanjo, irrespective of his personal and leadership obligations to the West African sub-region. And therein lies the dilemma for current African heads of state and government, but how to enter into binding commitments and obligations with the African pairs and remain steadfast, resolute, and unyielding in their fidelity to those agreements in the face of such unrelenting and punishing pressure from powerful Western leaders.
But trust me, it's not a rosy rule. It's going to be difficult from the beginning.
Wherever you are, it's great joining us tonight right here on this very day. And so we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here beaming with life and that of good health. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. All right. And it's quite a fascinating night that we are here on tonight. I've just come on and a lot of things are unfolding in country. And we are forever grateful to the Almighty God that we are here doing what we think we can always do for our country. things are certainly falling apart, despite people fighting hard for things to fall in place, and so that we work together as one people, things continually falling apart. So that is where we are. We are grateful to the Almighty God. So tonight, and we are back to basis on our cash giveaway, and so we are back to it. Last night, and Miss Wright in the red light era, I was calling her just now. She just she just said, "I'm a voice. Okay, I have business," and I even gave her the privilege to say, "Take my number," and then I'll let you send him more. She said, "No, I ain't be voice there." So I really want to get my voice. So since you missed that opportunity to get my number, you're not going to get it again, Cynthia. And I don't know how to call her, Cynthia Wright or Cynthia Wright. Jacinta Wright? Oh, okay. You'll not get that number again. You finish missing that opportunity already. And for you to get that number now, I have for you now. Yeah. They're telling you, say that me. You don't even know my voice. That the lady who won the 100,000 last night, who said she was throwing her slippers away, I had really wanted to speak with her tonight, an opportunity to just speak with her tonight. And I live in studio, and we have sent for her to come in studio live. But she does say, AB talking, yes. Yeah, tell her, take my number. And I'm reading it to you. Just I'll let you sending money to me so that you will know the name attached to that number. You will know it's me. And yeah, she said, no, AB. Turn on the radio, friend me. Yeah, you say I'm finished talking and you don't believe me. And you know seeing is believing, and you know what they call say you only hear me and you not see me. The idea is no belief. You're not benefiting anything again from me. You don't see me. Yeah, you get your and you're supposed to have even come here for picture ceremony. I don't know why they didn't tell you. You're supposed to have been here today to come and collect and then get your pictures. And so that you take picture with the check, the symbolic check. That's what they normally do. You have it in your hand, they're taking picture with you. So Cynthia, I know people asking, why your money, Anna? No, they tried reaching out, I guess, to you today. And I had said I'd wonder you in studio. By the way, the CEO, they come his way to you. He will be calling you again to make sure that you are here with me. So if you get somebody near your business, you can leave that person there. So let me get in the next guy. What Crusoe? I can set up the camera. I want to see this guy. I can set up the camera. I want to see this guy who really is one of the winners as well. Let me just talk with him briefly. A lot of things are going to unfold tonight, people. Today is what? Tuesday? Yes, certainly today is Tuesday, and we are certainly getting there, right? And whole day. I know Jacinta. Yeah, you don't even know my voice. Anyway, the voice you will hear here is not the same voice you will be able to hear, especially when it's on the phone. Yeah, I talk different here, and I talk in a different way, especially when it's on the phone. But anyway, you miss out. So that number you will not get it now. You can't. You thought you go. All right, so that is what it is. Thanks so much, and let me say congratulations to you again for winning last night. And I don't know why you didn't show up today, but like you said, nobody told you for you to have been here. So we're here tonight. Too many things we'll talk about, right? But we'll talk about two basic things. But what I want us to do is to talk with one of our 100,000 winners. I had wanted it to be Jacinta Wright, and tonight, but again, it is who she is, and I think she's busy. Even the noise in the back can tell that she's our selling place. All right, so no food for lazy men and no food equally for lazy woman. So she said she was struggling for school fees for her children. God had always blessed her. She jumped from she said she won 20,000, and then now she came up to 100,000. You see how God can really bless people. She's not sitting and waiting to just play games. She's working. She's in the field doing something. That's why God looks at your effort and everything, and God just multiplies. You know the story about the 10 talents in the Bible? And Matthew chapter 25, I guess so. Yeah, the 10 talents. The talents. So to some, God gave 3, some God gave 5, some God gave 10. The other man who gave small 2 or 1 2, the man say, me, but I'm not expanding it, I'm not doing anything with it. But the other people they gave it to, they want to multiply. They want to multiply because that's how God works. So try to multiply the little strength you have, and so that God can add it up. The moment you exert effort, God will multiply it. That's how it works. So there is a right here on this very time. Let me say hats up to you, my fantastic students. We are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. So we are certainly getting there. So we have roughly 5 plus 5 plus 3 more days. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more days together. And I told you something. Yeah, it's going to work. So we have 8 more days together and on this platform. So we've taken 10, and then today, as of today, we have 8 more days. Tomorrow we'll have 7 more days. Then just like that, just like that, just like that. We are certainly getting there. We've got all things are possible. So we'll certainly do. So thanks so much to all of you for the time. We are getting there and we'll certainly get there. But next week, we'll be announcing to you what next, how we are going about it. CEO will be able to come up with that one. So, and I will tell you by next week, and Monday, beginning Monday, we'll be telling you where next, where we are going next. Yeah. Where we'll be next. It's not going, but where we'll be next. So that you get to know it, and then so that you can. So one thing that is clear is that, and you will be dealing with, and freedom. You. In fact, it's better for you. It's better for you. It is very, very much better for you. Yeah, and so it's very much good for you. It's good. It is good, and we'll certainly get there. So that's what it is, and we are certainly getting there, right? So with all, we think for sure we will get there. So we are watching to see what happens, and we think for sure we will certainly get there. And all right, so let's go on, and this is it right here on this die. We are certainly getting there, and we will get there no matter what the circumstances are. So it's a good thing. The expansion we are on here, so that you hear us on other platforms as well. Don't worry. Material students know already. Several other students, smart students, they don't do their research, they already know. So they are getting set for that. Your class prefect is in the know. And other consultants as well, they are in the know. And we are certainly getting there with God. All things are possible. But you're going to get a better part of it. You want to do the setup now? Yeah? Yeah, so just gonna do it. I can get it on now. Malengan said, all right. Which one you put it on? All right, so we are certainly getting there. Something is happening. 2 things we'll talk about tonight. We're not going too much. 2 things we'll talk about tonight. The ECOWAS delegation have concluded their day-long visit to Liberia, and once today we are here, and it's very important that no matter what the circumstances are, they were able to speak out to some issues. And I did listen to my friend and brother, my junior brother today, and accepting it. I was on my way from Toppenberg, Bomi County, where I had gone to plead a case. And that's where I came from. I was coming from there and listening to him firing. And I think it was very unique. And one thing that happened also was the reaction from officials of government to the ECOWAS delegation's visit to Liberia, as though it's really paining them that ECOWAS even responded and came to this country. The guilt can be sensed in them at all levels. They are so frustrated. They are very irrelevant. And they thought that they are very useless in their thinking towards state actors. That's how the OSA people will see it. They are very dismissive of peace and stability. They don't care about quiet enjoyment of the governance of the state, and they care about troubles. And we are getting to wonder now that something these people are depending on. Something these people are depending on that we may not know. And I was able to see Akara Grace share, he was able to tell us to share with Bwaka Jaliba's statement in characterizing ECOWAS in the demeaning manner. Because they sit in their chat rooms, they insult international partners. That's the same thing they used to be doing, but I will get to that later on. And I will also talk a brief moment just for teaching moment, because last night I did touch on I did touch on the issue about the prohibition, then the stay order that was played and are placed by the the stay order that was placed by the Justice in Chambers. On that, we did talk about it and saw the rationale behind it and think that this is what it is. So let me just try to talk just for 10 minutes. Let's spend a bit of time, because these are people who play our games, and when they do win, we really see. Sylvester David is one of those persons who had been playing, whether had been playing or just played and won. He knows exactly his story. He can tell us what exactly his story is. So we just wanted to have some brief moment with him so that you can know, and then you play. Because tonight we continue the playing of our cash giveaway. I want to encourage all of you, wherever you are. And I'm very interested in it. I want to say thanks to Radio Entertainment for what they've done for our country and for our citizens, for this kind of thing, especially this time when things are tough and downsizings are going on all over the place. Oh, 3 things I'm supposed to talk about. One is just in passing, and the second one, it has to do with continuous downsizing everywhere. So that's what we'll be talking about here. So I think for sure we are certainly getting there. We think for sure we will certainly get there. So let me just speak with what do I have it here? Yeah, I think I think I have it here. All right, so let me just speak briefly with Sylvester David. Yeah, Sylvester, how are you doing, Chief? How's everything with you?
I'm good.
Okay, you getting me? Use the earpiece. Let me see. Do you have any there close to you? Okay, go ahead, talk. I think I'm getting you through here. How's everything with you, Sylvester? They can call you Sylvester or they call you Sylvester.
Sylvester, yeah.
Sylvester.
Some of my friends call me Sylvester.
Okay, Sylvester.
Yeah.
So I'm one of those friends who calling you Sylvester. I like that. Yeah, we have to certainly get there. And thanks so much. And it's a pleasure seeing you, especially when I see blessed people. I don't want to say lucky people. Then their presence makes it possible for me to just rub in their blessings and their grace that God has upon them. So I'm very happy to be seeing through your grace and not but I'm not sharing with your grace. That's a problem. I need to share with it too, not just seeing but sharing with it. So let's tell us, you won 100,000?
Yes.
When?
I think about one Wednesday ago.
Yeah. You won that?
Yes.
Wow, that's good. And one Wednesday ago, what time of the day?
During the night hour, doing your show.
Doing my show?
Yes.
So you won it?
Yes.
And I'll call you and all?
Yes, you
and
called
we
me
talk.
that night, we talk, and you asked me, it was like you playing a scheme on me.
Okay,
so,
okay.
And I said, I'm listening to you already. And that was how you.
So what was that scheme? Because I can remember what I said.
You said you have a business for us to do, but I'll have to transfer something like $50 to you.
You got it. Yeah, you got it. You got it, Sylvester. And let me say congratulations to you. And how did you hear about this? And in fact, when you heard about it, how did you feel? Not receiving the money, but playing this game by yourself. Yeah.
Okay, so normally I'm a follower of your show.
Okay, thank you.
And I normally follow the show. So there was this day I played once and I did not win. So I played another time and I did not win again.
Okay.
So that night, when I came from on the road, I said, let me just tune into AV. So as soon as I tune into Freedom FM, when you made a pronouncement, but then you have not started the show.
Okay.
I played like 3 times.
3 times, yeah, that's what
and
you said.
I just left it and then continued to listen to the show.
You were trying your luck? Were you not sure about what you're doing anymore?
No, I just had like 600 in the phone, and I played all 3. 600.
He said, let me just go see. I think they will call me. So you're just thinking like you're wasting that money.
It was just something like a trial. Again, I was trying. Yes.
Again, I was trying. But play this game. Sometimes you want to share with your friends, or sometimes you don't want to be made shame. So sometimes you keep it to yourself, play quietly so that when you don't win, people don't laugh at you or so forth. Did you ever expose it to your friends or people around you and tell them and say, I'm going to play, and with that optimism that I'm going to win?
No, not really, but it was a day that someone said they won 20,000 on the show.
Okay.
And then some of my friends, they were like having doubt about it.
Okay.
So I said, well, even me, I have played that game, I think about 2 or 3 times now, but not regularly, even though I listen to the show every night.
Okay.
And I said, I think it is real because I've listened to people giving testimony that they won on the show. So I try convincing them that it is indeed real. Yes.
Not just convincing them, but you yourself trying to.
Yes, I was trying.
Okay.
I just tried. I think on 3 different occasions I played. So
Wow.
that night, they made it 3.
Okay.
When I had 600 on the phone, and I just played all the 600. Even before you could start the show.
You started playing?
Yes.
And what message did you receive? What was the code you used to play?
That *799 *70 hash.
Okay, yeah, I think that's the code. That's the code. And then the message that came to you, what did it say?
The message said, first of all, it will ask you to put in your PIN code.
Okay.
Then it will confirm that they will send you a message that you have played the radio by entertainment game, and then they will send you that message you will receive on your phone.
Okay.
That yes, you just took money from your account.
Okay. And
So
it will
the
even
number of
indicate the
times-
balance there. It will
Yeah.
indicate the balance that is left in your account and all.
Yeah, the number of times you play, they will send you a message.
Oh, okay. Each time you play.
Yeah,
So that
each
means each
time.
time you play, so you don't play in bulk. You play, let's say for instance, it's 200, 200, 200. You play every 200, every
Yes.
200. Oh,
Yes.
that's how it works.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I
that's good.
played 3 times.
I haven't played before myself. I just sometimes I just can be but again, but when that night, like you said, you listening to the show, your interest is more in listening to the show, or your interest was in getting a response to the game you played. Where were you? You were between.
So no, normally I listen to your show.
Okay.
It is not because of the game.
Okay.
And it is just it is a habit.
Okay.
I always listen to your show. Like I said that night, I started following you.
Okay.
When you were at
Yeah,
Truth
you
FM.
said that. You said that. Yeah.
And normally
It was a popular nighttime show I used to have that called What's Your View?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. That's good. So when the message came in and when that call was placed to you, you were hearing me in the back. What ran to mind?
Because I knew it was not a surprise to me because I was listening to the show and then you call, I think 2 persons that won 20,000.
20 times, yeah. I
And
did do
then
that.
before you said, let us do the draw for the lucky winner of
The
the
luckiest
jackpot.
winner.
Yes.
All right.
So when you people did the draw and then you made a call, I was listening to you. Then when I the phone, I listening to the same thing that I'm listening to on the radio.
On the radio, yeah. I know.
Yes. So it was not a surprise.
I know. So first of all, I want to say congratulations and thank you so much. And that morning I can ask you, and you go to church. I did ask you a question as to
Yes.
and you say you are.
I'm a member of the Latter Rain Ministries.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
You are prayerful people, eh?
Yes. Normally we pray.
I know every church you pray. So receiving that morning, what did it really do for you? And so forth, because though you were playing, not anticipating, but again expecting that at least you have caught, but receiving that money that day and a call, what did it really mean for you? 100,000 is what we're talking about here. 500 United States dollars. If you were to divide the rate and then say you're changing it by 200, 200 a rate, you get 500 United States dollars.
Yeah. So
Just from what? 600.
yeah, from 600.
Can you imagine that?
Yes. Like I said, I'm a student of the University of
Yeah, you said.
Nigeria. So, normally we are awaiting that the new semester will start.
Yeah.
So that money will be used to transportation,
Okay.
do other things. Yes.
All right. I like that so much, Sylvester. I really appreciate everything. And most importantly, let me tell you that I appreciate each and every soul that takes up his time to listen to us. Yeah, because you're burning your batteries, you have other important things to do, but you choose to listen to our foolishness, as other people will call it. And we are making nonsense. You always take the sense out of it and you leave the none with us. And I want to say thank you so much for always following us. And we can only pray that we have never been a disappointment. And like you said, trusting it. You only have just trusted if you never have credibility in people like us. Those are the kind of reasons for which you have that. So I want to say thank you so much and keep playing. And we have the 1 billion that is up. You know that.
Yeah.
You're going to aim for that too?
Yes.
You've already gotten the 100K, so it's possible. So the 1 million, you can just follow plenty of zeros behind it now, then you get you start. And so I want to say congratulations. Thank you so much for this brief moment spending with us. Keep listening to us, and you can have a blessed night and keep listening to the show as I continue the lecture for tonight. Congratulations again.
All right, thank
One
you.
message you have for your folks out there, people who are doubting or so forth, as you take leave of me.
One thing I would like to say is that I never doubted anything because I trust you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so my mindset is that you will not get involved into any shitty thing.
Thank you.
So
Thank
because
you.
of that,
Thank you.
I decided
Oh,
trust in the
yes.
process.
Oh, I love that part. Thank you so much. The thing you have said on this show that made my day is this. And that's the only reason why we will not disappoint people like you. Because for you to trust in the AB, then AB go market your trust because of his personal. Oh, no, that one I can't do. I can assure you that with God being on my side. And I thank you so much for trusting us. Thank you so much. And I wish you all the best. Keep playing. 1 million could be that jackpot that you will hit, my brother. You are certainly a great guy. Thank you, Sylvester. Enjoy the night. All right, so folks, that's it right here on this very day. We are right here, and like you said, that's the biggest one that you said, look, we trust you guys, so we don't doubt it, and we think you will not get involved. That is the basis for which we can change easily for the sake of the people. It's not about ourselves anymore. It's about the people who believe in you, who are arguing out there, who are causing all the noise out there. The moment we do anything, it tends to affect them. You see what the guy just said? So thank you so much. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy. Folks, class has opened. Now you know what we have said is happening, and we want to say thanks to all of you for everything and anything that you continue to do. That's the reason why. So we no longer live for ourselves, but for the sake of you people. That's why we tried our best and doing everything. And we think for sure, and we will certainly get there. And so that is why it is right here on this very day. And we are forever grateful to the Almighty God. And we think for sure we are certainly getting there. And my own CEO just called me and we had a brief chat. So let me just put it on. Honorable CEO, you get plenty of money. Call me. Then after the call, send money behind it as well. So that's how we can operate. You know that our operation there. So you get plenty of money. You call me. Then after the call, you will call behind. You will send money behind the call again. You know, people are, oh, you're looking like the Zogo there. You speak to them, you pay. When they speak to you, you pay. That's how people are all know that. So you hello, how you doing, old man Sam Sanya? How's everything with you?
I'm doing great, baby. You want eat my scratch card tonight again?
I will eat it. I will always eat it. How's everything?
I'm doing great. I'm okay.
Okay, great.
We'll be talking small about it.
Yeah.
Their transition in progress.
Yeah.
And we don't want to let the cat out of the bag.
No, we're not doing it.
No, we're not doing it. So transition in progress. So
Oh,
you
no.
can get hope for the best. That's all I can say.
Oh yes.
Everyone thinking whatever, get hope for the best, and the best will soon come out.
Thank you. I like that. The CEO has spoken as a CEO. So we're not letting the cat out of the bag yet. Like I always told you.
What we say, transition in progress.
Transition in progress. Thank you so much, our CEO. Say my small thing. I'm waiting for it. He run away. He don't want to hear that part, but say small thing, run away. You think you can run away? Get what? So, folks, let's get to class. A lot of important things are happening in this country. So let's just pass a word. Let's just pass on one. You can pick play your cash giveaway Keep trusting the system. You listen to Sylvester and Jacinta Red will even take us home because I told her to even come on and if she will ever do. So that is why it is. But let's get to class. Important things are happening. And I'm very much happy about that. One, the ECOWAS issue. Two, the mass dismissals. I want to call that dismissal. Some will say the termination of contracts. Liberians are being taken off jobs. They came to rescue, but they are drowning more people than ever. More people are getting drowned. This thing is about rescue. It's not about drowning people, but we know what's happening. At the Central Bank of Liberia, another has added. At the JFK, we are hearing that 406 persons about to be laid off. They are downsizing. It's getting bigger by the day. And it's too scary because when unemployment is growing, it provides insecurity. It contributes to insecurity. You can't say you want security of the country and you are making people jobless. They say the other man's heart is the devil's workshop. That's why in the great United States of America, wherever they are, they look for small things for people to do so that they can take their minds off. In fact, to the extent that I'll get to that part. I don't want to jump the cat out of the bag, and so I will leave that part. But let me just lecture our people on something. Then we'll get to the ECOWAS part. Then we'll end up with the massive unemployment. So some of our friends have been on Facebook and for teaching moment now. There is a teaching moment because that is where we are going now. There are some of our friends who are on Facebook and we'll educate them. I will call that education because maybe they are not reading. Because when they read, they will not write the way they are writing. You know, the whole thing about having knowledge, they say knowledge is power. And that knowledge you can gain it by research. All the research can give you knowledge. And when you have that knowledge, then you get power. So let me take you back. Some of them are saying the Nathaniel McGill issue, which of course has to do with, according to the LACC, it got to do with payroll pattern here and there, can be likened to that of Brandon Samuka, which of course, if you were to do research and understand it, you know that it's far apart. I sat on this very platform. I told you people that had Brandon Samuka not done certain things in the reasoning of the court, Brandon Samuka would not have been, no matter where once that president gave an instruction, and that instruction falls under the purview of the president, and that area the president controls it, and the president is asking Brandon Samuka to go do it, and Brandon Samuka did it, then of course it is different from the president going outside of her. Is that the president going to Brandon Samuka or telling Magese, go to Firestone or go to the private company, take money from there and bring it? Magay knows that the president does not have control over the private company. Then Magay went there, collected money and brought it. Then tomorrow they carry Magay to court for their money business. Magay can say that the president told me to do it, even if the court said that too. We explain all of those things, but you know your politics was inside your head until you don't want to read. Sometimes before you do comparison, the Supreme Court opinion is still fresh. It is there. If you want copies of that opinion, any one of you who argue you want copies of the opinions, but again, it's not about just having it, it's about comprehension too again. So it's not about just giving it to people. It's about comprehension. Because I can even take that Supreme Court opinion and give it to you. Once you're not comprehending anything, it's a useless thing. But I will take it. If you want it, just ask me, say, AB, can you please help me with that Supreme Court opinion? I want to analyze something from there and see where the court really had issue with Samuka. It said about him giving money or blah, blah, blah. Look, the court was very clear. The court was able to affirm the lower court's decision. And that is what it is. So I was able to look at it and I said, look, let me just share with these guys a brief moment before they go. So on top of this, let me share with you this so that you get it quickly and then we get there. Please, I beg you. And star 79 star and you go to 11 or something and you want to go. That's the code. And, okay, so that's why. So what happening here is this, right? So I just show you brief of it. There is a Samuka's case opinion. There is an opinion of the Supreme Court in relation to the Samuka's case. Do I cruise apply and put the TV on? Let me see myself, be seeing the thing I'm putting on the screen for these people then, because These students and they myself will let us share the screen so that we can work it up the best. Oh, nothing inside the team. Something is wrong somewhere. Wow, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. All right. We don't have what I call it. But anyway, students, I hope you people are seeing what I'm saying on the screen. I hope you people are seeing it. Students, are you posting it? Because I say I can't see it. That's a problem. And so that is what it is. So let's go on. And this is it, right? We are sharing with you a screen. This screen is the Supreme Court's opinion. So I'm not going to the judge ruling, and that's not what it is, right? I'm going to the Supreme Court's opinion. So I want to read a portion of it so that you will do your competitive analysis on what Magid is saying, that it is the president who has the prerogative to determine that you want to empower a citizen. So if he authorizes me to do that, in what way am I contravening anything? The president has that. So Magid then citing the law and the role of the chief of staff of the of the president's office, especially in the case of the minister of state. So he's citing the very law, the controlling law on that. Unless Samuka owned that was not backed by law, it was outside of the law. Samuka entered into a territory that he had no basis. Even Ellen Johnson said he never had any basis. And the court said, even if Ellen had told Samuka to go there, Samuka knows that that did not fall in the purview or honor the authority of the president. He's supposed to have said no. If the president forces him, he's supposed to have resigned. That was what the court opinion was about. So let's come to this and then read it for you so that you get it. Please, let me just read it. Maybe some of you can forget because of politics. So that's what the communication that Samuka said, communication that was sent to him by McCain as his reliance. That's why you were using. Approval of death gratuity to Hajik Fatima Walik Abdul Rahman. He said, based on our discussion held with Madam President on the death of the commander and the command officer in charge of the armed forces of Liberia, MD Abdul Rahman, and consistent with the invaluable services rendered our country, your request, I mean, he Samuka requested, that's what the court even said, he Samuka requested to enter the people private fund. He said, your request, now let the president say, even go to he Samuka look at A, and knowing that at the private fund, but all he wanted was to use the president's hand. So he went to the president and said, your request for the death gratuity to his widow, Madam Hajik Fatima Walik Abdul Rahman, is hereby approved for 50,000. That's why it is, right? Owing to the fact that there is no money in the budget for such an expenditure, the president understands the importance of the gesture and yet he approves and said request and notes that reimbursement to the Ministry of National Defense will be requested for by the ministry in the next budgetary cycle. You took it from OSA and you got to pull it back. It's not even taking to get idiot to put it back. That did not happen. So let's come on to what the court said. The court said, and this was signed by McLean. So the court said this. The court said, although the above quoted letters purported to have come from the former Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Dr. Edward B. McLean, Jr., of sainted memory, because he died on Saturday, July 23, 2016, about 3 years before the indictment of the appellant. The appellant did not produce the original copies of these letters, and the records is devoid of any showing. He did not carry the original copy. He did not carry the original copy of the letter. That was Samuka did not do. He said, but the record is devoid of any showing that the letters were authenticated by the authority of the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. No showing to those effects. You don't listen to rulings. When you say that, you do reasoning. Look, as journalists, it is our business. The moment you want to do competitive analysis, you should be able to grab one copy and look at it and hear what Magay say and listen to what Samuka said. Then you compare the two and say, oh, and the same thing that Magay said, or the same thing Adwanga said, or the same thing that you can understand that. But read the opinion. The opinion is there for you to read in a public record. Don't just jump because you just want right trash. No, you got to read. You got to do research. And that research, you got to do it with comprehension. So it continues and says, the veracity of these letters not being established by the authority of the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs This court is not inclined. That the court speaking now. This court is not inclined to credit the letters as sufficient to exonerate the appellant. That means these letters, the way loaded, blah blah blah, it is not sufficient to say Samuka didn't do anything, right? To exonerate the what? The appellant. Brilliant. You see, we got both people in this country here, right? And to exonerate the appellant because they suppose the existence of better evidence. The Liberian law provides that the best evidence which the case admits of must always be produced. That is, no evidence sufficient which supposes the existence of a better evidence. That's civil procedure law, and they cited the law holding. But let's come to this interesting part. So they agree. The court said, okay, let us even agree that the letter then came, even came from blah blah blah. There's a main part of it that I want to leave with you tonight, so that those of you who don't have the opinion, my friend journalists or so forth, you can have it and then just read it. Yeah, you can read page 36. Read from page 35 to 36. Just start reading from there. Say you don't want to read the other one and are up, because this is where the code reasoning is really based. Forget about all of the one and are up. This is where it is now. So the court said this. The court said, howbeit, the letters produced by the appellants in support of their defense denote 3 relevant facts worth noting here. This is one. They said that a purported authorization by the former president was solicited and requested by the co-appellant. That means the 3 letters that they're talking about, it was Samuka himself who looked at the people private phone and went to the president and said, please, just agree. Let me go take the people their money. It was not the president that just gave it. No, he went for it. That's one thing they look at, right? He went for it. They said that the alleged directives of the former president recognized that the AFL pension funds were not intended for the operational use of the Ministry of National Defense. That even the former president herself, she was aware that the AFL pension fund now operation money for the Ministry of National Defense. That's the second thing they said worth noting. The third thing they talk about is that the funds lodged in the AFL pension account are perfectly owned. They say perfectly owned. Therefore, the directive required the appellants to make provisions for reimbursements in subsequent budgetary appropriation for the ministry. Which reimbursements or budgetary allocations for said purpose did not happen. The letter even said it, that say we not get money now in the budget for the one. When you send in your net budget for the next year, put the people their money there because of their private money, let's put it back. Samuka did not do that. Now what the court said, these are the things you must be able to look at, right? You don't forget about that thing. Just read these things, then you will compare what Margaret is talking about, but it's important you do that. They say, assuming, that is what the court is saying. The court said, okay, let us even agree on all these things. They say, what? Assuming that these letters were authentic, was the instruction to expand the service personnel fund lawful? That's the question. They agree that all the letters were authentic. The instruction by the president to go and expand the people private fund, which of course their private money now, was it lawful? That's the question. Stated differently, assuming the availability of sufficient evidence that the former president gave the order to expend the service personnel for provident funds outside of its intended purpose, can such order be considered a lawful order? You see there again. The first asks whether the instruction was lawful. The second thing is whether the order that was given, it was a lawful order. So you can get lawful order, you get unlawful order. Even in the military, it is there. There are things your boss man can tell you to do. You say, oh, you're military man, you got to answer to everything I lie. You will be held for some. You got to take in lawful order. Every order is either lawful or unlawful. So something like that. So they said, whether it's unlawful, they said, consider lawful order, where the appellant on a legal duty to obey such order. Was he on a legal duty? Was he really forced to obey such an order? If it was not lawful, was he on any duty to have obeyed such an order? That's a question. The court said, we do not think so. You see how the court can ask? The court said all the things they're asking, whether the instruction was lawful, whether the availability of sufficient evidence or so forth that the president gave order to be expended, whether that order that was given was a lawful order. That's one thing. They say, where the appearance, was he really on any legal duty to have executed that order? The court said, no, we don't think so. Right? So, it's the president who appointed as the Republic of Liberia president who's supposed to find responsibility for his citizens to find job for them. If the president is finding job for them and giving them money, is it a lawful order that he gave to Magay and Magay executed? Now, look at the teenagers will be arguing on. When you grab the kind of opinion, then you start asking. Right? But the court went further to send you somewhere, and I want you to look at this, which is important. And we'll get to it subsequently. They say it is the law extent in this jurisdiction that the conduct of a public official is justified when it is required or authorized by A, the law defining the duties or functions of the public officer, or the assistance to be rendered to such officer in performance of his or her duties. So McGill is citing the law controlling for, then you look at that too. Right. They say the law governing B. B says the law governing the execution of legal process. You got to look at that too. The law governing the execution of legal process. You got to look at C. The judgment or order of a competent court of or tribunal. That means if the court were able to judge and say, look, you need to do this, that becomes a lawful order. Right? So those are some of the things. They said D. The law governing the armed forces of Liberia in the conduct of what? War. Or E. Any other provision of law imposing a public duty. The penal law revised 5.2, blah, blah. They said the applicant argued that they acted on the instruction of the former president, who also happened to be the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia in line with the law. But they cited the Armed Forces of Liberia's Act. They said, subject to the authority and direction. The executive, right? They say section 24.2 of the executive law as follows. Subject to the authority and direction of the president as commander-in-chief, the Minister of National Defense shall have complete authority over the armed forces of Liberia, including all matters relating to their training, operation, administration, logistics, support, and maintenance, development, welfare, preparedness, and effectiveness. The president shall, however, make all military appointments. So they even define the defense minister on a role he's supposed to play in the executive law, right? So they came here, they say the court takes judicial notice. This court takes judicial notice of the above quoted statute and inquire as to whether the statute also covers on the president's authority to expend funds personally owned by the service personnel in the fulfillment of obligations spelled out therein. Or does the authority granted on said statute give the Minister of National Defense the authority to expend the soldiers' provident fund without the soldiers' consent? We answer both questions with a resounding no. I will leave this one with you because we got more other things to talk. I just want to tell you how the court was able to answer that. So for you to analyze this thing that going on with McGill and whatever it is, grab the executive law that governs that has to do with the Ministry of State, the Minister of State, his function and duty, blah blah blah. Then you read his opinion and look at what the court said. Then you say, does McGill responsibility for to listen to the president or blah blah blah, all the kind of thing. When you read it, and then you come up with arguments. If you are that man, you lead it, yeah, let be what is going with people who supposed to be reading and they don't want to read. I want that, I'm a business. But you see, we will certainly do these things. You will not let us for what we do because the enlightenment is important for our people. So that when you jump on Facebook, you just begin to write. We don't go back on Facebook to write because funny people who not get nothing sound to talk, they will just come on here. I don't like look. I don't want to be. I want to post my things that leave here. I go my business. They are essential things that I can post and go. I will not respond to most of you. So those are the kind of things that I just wanted to share with you. So those of you who want the court opinion, go for the Supreme Court opinion before you say the same thing that happened to Brandon Samokada. What coming to happen to Magay? I listened to one journalist was sitting on radio say, we said it before, that indeed people will say that we are told them to do it. Forget about whether we are told them to do it. It is possible we are going to tell them to do it and it will be lawful. Yeah? Oh, you don't know? But your own constitution states that every official they work at the way and pleasure of the president. And that way and pleasure of the president is defined in law. So if the president's will and pleasure, of course, he authorizes them to do and I do XYZ and they did it in context of the law. And tomorrow they are held. Is it bad to reference that it is the president that told them to do it? What's the big deal about that? Journalists are reasoning poorly. Sometimes it looks too bad to find us at this level. We should be educating people about XYZ instead of just talking whatever it is. You got to read. The citizens, they are listening to you for enlightenment. You don't just jump on and just talk. Because if you're talking. No, you don't talk. You just read. Explain to them. You may not like it or whatever it is. They will call you names, no problem. But just read what it is. You are not choose to remain silent, and people just talk. They're talking to you. You got to talk sense to the people now so that they get to understand. Now let's get to the other issue. Which way do I take it? Talk about the ECOWAS issue first. Then talk about the ECOWAS issue first. Then we get to central bank. So today, the ECOWAS delegation concluded with their meetings. And we think for sure after that meeting, here they speak. And I would like for us to listen keenly and know exactly what was said, and so that we can tell you what it is. Then we'll tell you the aftermath. Then we get to the central bank and other things, because it's important for our country now. So we are certainly getting there, right? So let me share with you this screen as we get there quickly so that you get it. We've got all things are possible, and we'll certainly get there no matter what the circumstances are. So let's have a listen, which is important for you. We think for sure we've got all things are possible. So let me share with you this. This is what it is. So let's have a listen. Let's have a listen.
Transition in Liberia, and beyond transition, you have nation building, and that requires all hands on deck. And congratulate the people of Liberia on a very important and peaceful transition of power. And we've congratulated President Rakai and President Ware on what we all consider to be
Crusoe will have to come to take away this thing that's in the back here. Yeah, we got to take out this. There's something terrible. We got to take off here. Yeah, sorry, we don't know about it. I didn't know about it, but you can't do the thing go by business. So we can take this off. Yeah, you can take this off. Okay. So I think we are getting there now. And I'm trying small technicality. So we're getting there now. All right. So let me share this with you, which is important for us. Yeah, it's a terrible feedback I was getting. Let me share it with you.
Congratulations.
I think we'll be good now. We'll be good.
We've come to congratulate the people of Liberia on a very important and peaceful transition of power. And we've congratulated President Rakai and President Ware on what we all consider to be an important transition in Liberia. And beyond transition, you have nation building, and that requires all hands on deck. And when we talk about all hands on deck, we're talking about reconciliation as well. And our purpose here is to see how best we can support the country in this process of reconciliation. And I think president is normally presented by a political party, but once elected, he or she serves as the president of the entire country. And we had that conversation with President Wakai, and he has assured us that he will continue to serve as the president of Liberia. And the relationship between political parties, political stakeholders, all stakeholders is very important in this. And where there are some misgivings or some concerns, it is ECOWAS's role to look into some of those concerns to ensure that they do not get in the way of nation building, which is critical for the country's peace and security.
Very good. So you got that part. Thank you. Fantastic. So these things are not things that you can just overlook. Now I see why these Unity Party folks are passing around insulting ECOWAS. Now I see that these people are doing business with Russia. Unity Party people doing business with Russia for truth. Unity Party people are doing business with the terrorist movement on the continent of Africa. Because most of these African countries that have no respect for ECOWAS anymore, the ones that they are subscribing to now is Russia. Some of them say we're not part of ECOWAS anymore. Even Guinea right here. That's where Unity Party gunmen supposed to come from. That's what they are depending on. So the rudeness that you are sensing from them, listen to this man's conversation. He's diplomatic about it. He said, every president is brought forth to power by a political party. It's understood. He said, but once elected, you are the president of the Republic of Liberia. And diplomatically, he said, Joseph Boakai, we discussed that with him, and he assured us that he will continue to be the president of. So if that was not an issue, he wouldn't have said we discussed that with Boakai. Should Boakai be told, 42 years old, experienced old man, should he be told by ECOWAS for him to know that when one is a president, you are president of a nation and not a political party? You think the people not getting no news? He said it. He said he knows. He said that they are aware that if Boakai's recklessness, especially his purge against seditions, were not anything that was noted by ECOWAS, you think they were reference that say that we carried to Boakai, we told him that, though you were president, they told him all of that. All men like that, a friend got to be teaching him governance. Not just governance, but governance for the maintenance of peace and stability. He also said they went further to tell him that you got to work with other political parties for the sustainability of peace, because these people have people on their sides. And there are different reasons for which they have them on their sides. Those are the key. Are those not the two key issues that Boakai is suffering from today in this country? Boakai is president for a certain party. And Boakai equally have not worked with any political institution. To the extent that Cummings did board a plane with him and came. The journalists felt so curious about his presence. And they said, Cummings, we see you. Joseph Boakai Cummings just shouted and said, it's by coincidence. Because Boakai will not even allow me to be with him. So it's just by coincidence. Nobody should construe that Boakai is reaching out to anybody. Could you imagine another opposition figure is asked flying with the president? If Boakai was sound person enough who represent peace and stability, Cummings would have come up to say, look, yeah, though it was by coincidence, but me and the president will have some discussions and so he would have said that. But Boakai, the enemy with Cummings. Could you imagine? That's been terrible. That's what the men were talking about here. So that's what the men were talking about. The man said, we discussed that with Boakai. I'm not the one that said it. He said, we discussed that with Boakai, and Boakai assured us that he will continue. Though he is not already, but diplomatically, he said, Boakai assured us that he will continue to be the president of the Republic of Liberia. For him to even say, we discussed that with him. That means said it. Let's go back. Let's go back. Please talk about him, Papa. Let's hear you. What is it? I'm not getting it. Okay.
First, we've come to congratulate the people of Liberia on a very important peaceful transition of power. And we've congratulated President Rakai and President Ware on what we all consider to be an important transition in Liberia. And beyond transition, you have nation building, and that requires all hands on deck. And when we talk about all hands on deck, we're talking about reconciliation as well. And our purpose here is to see how best we can support the country in this process of reconciliation. And I think president is normally presented by a political party, but once elected, he or she serves as the president of the entire country. And we had that conversation with.
You listen to that part? A president is presented by a political party. When he or she is elected, you become a president of the entire republic. He said we had that discussion with Joseph. That's the part. He said we had that conversation. So if somebody is saying, look, we are going to have a conversation, or we had that conversation with this man, meaning they are telling Boakai, you know how people got to know? When Boakai wrote that reckless letter about Dimas West Akimia, the people got to know all the things ever since. All the whole diplomatic circle, wherever it is that get nothing to do with Joseph Boakai, he written letter to take everybody off. Here, ECOWAS going back and forth on their representative that will be in Sierra Leone because of Dimas West Akimia. These people know about everything. So as a result, they came to say we had a conversation with Boakai that though you are presented by the political party, but when you are elected, you are president of the republic. That's what the man is saying. So the nonsense then you see these people writing, right? To the extent that they are suppressing other people's views. Why they are expressing their views? People like useless Queen Johnson and they sit down, Code, they passing around, they writing, provoking people at workplaces when they're supposed to be working. If it were another person from the opposition that were to speak something ill of government, they will sack you the next day. But they have the license to speak to anything the way they want to speak to it. A Mo Ali will write and write trash. A woman abuser. A useless character like him. They will write just trash. Nobody does anything to them. But if somebody from that same entity were to just write something, say, oh, their country here, water now go out, they say they will come to bring water all the time. Mo Ali will sack that person. So you can speak to the government about how you feel about your government. How disappointed you are in your government. You will get dismissed. But they are there to provoke people who are political actors who are supposed to keep the government in check. And they stay meeting their jobs. So they suppress other people's views. Then they are having a license to say anything they want to say. You know, the people can sit down to their play and say anything they want to say. The moment an opposition person, I want to say CDC, an opposition person wants to say anything about how they feel about the country, they target you, they remove you from job. What kind of country is this? That's what the man is talking about. They own other the views. Anything they do is right. When other people do the same thing they are doing is wrong. What sort of country is this? Things are getting bad. And thank God they've come. And they've seen for themselves. They had their engagements. And let's see what they will do. They've left. If they are staying here, well, that's it. But they are leaving and they are going. What will happen next? You can sense the level of dejectment in this man's face. Right? You can sense it. Today, downsizing is the order of the day. Taking contrast from Liberians. Today was quite terrible and disastrous. I received a communication from the Central Bank of Liberia. Today, the Central Bank of Liberia. There was a release that they put up dismissing Liberians. And I will share with you, which is very good for you. I will share this with you. They dismissed Liberia. Yeah. So they call this end of contract. What is it here? Okay, they call it end of contract. So let me can share this with you right over here. So you get it right here, right here, right here. We're not going anywhere. You'll get it right here. I like to share with one, we all can get together and share this country with one common sense. That's how it works everywhere across the world. We got to understand it and work together as one people, and that's what we're going to be doing. So we're right here together, and I'm going to share with you now, and this is what you're going to get, right? So let's move on. Let me share with you this, which is very much important. I'm about to share. Don't worry. We'll certainly get there, and we are certainly getting there. Good. So let's go back to this. I want to share with you something. I want to share in PDF first before I do. I'll read it for you. Good. So that you get it. End of contract. Good. Brilliant. End of contract. All right. So I'm about to share with you this, which is very important, so that you get it for yourself. And I'm downloading them. And I will continue to download them so that we have it. End of contract. I will read it for you. Let me open it up. Okay, good. It's open. Let me share it with you so that we read it together. End of contract. Right? It is it. All right. So that is it. End of contract. You seen it there for yourself? Central Bank of Liberia press release. Which one of the days? The 27th. Today is what? The 27th. That is a release. Right? They say end of contract. Initially, the central bank has already rating, the central bank acting governor had already rating the speaker, talking about how they coming to take 206 employees off job. The Liberians were talking about here. So it says here, the Central Bank of Liberia herewith informed the public and all stakeholders about the ongoing engagement with 209 of its contractors and consultants, whose definite employment contracts are set to end following the near successful completion of the currency reform project mandated by the 54th National Legislature in a joint resolution of May 2021. They said this comprehensive engagement is to ensure an amicable end of contract, right? Separation that guarantees the full respect of their contractual rights and blah, blah, blah. Let's leave that. They say the currency reform exercise, let's leave that one. In line with the labor laws of Liberia and in acknowledgement and appreciation for the dedicated contributions of the staff, the CBR management is committed to the payment of the unexpired. Let's leave that one. What? They say unexpired, right? Contributions. Wait. Unexpired contractual period of those who contracts have terminated ahead of contract. That means they are even terminating other poor contract without even any. You see that kind of thing, yeah? So there are people who have a specific time frame of work to do, and they are saying they will terminate all of their contract, even when what they call they will be able to terminate it, take them off jobs. But guess the contradiction, and they told you say that the money and the new money, the resolution of power, the money, sending the money all over, blah, blah, blah. That's what they were talking about there. So they say, right? We're getting there. They said during a meeting with the end of contract separated contractors and consultants Tuesday, August 27, the acting executive governor, Henry F. Samoa, said, we value your services. Let's do that one. That's what I want to talk. They say why the currency reform has come to an end. The CBR management remains committed to exploring future opportunities for the end of contract separated contractors and consultants to participate in competitive recruitment exercise at a bank where their skills and expertise may be applied. They say the CBR remains dedicated to ensuring transparency in the exercise with the aim of treating all contractors, blah, blah, blah. Let's leave that one. The bank will continue to uphold the values of integrity. Let's leave that one. By implementing this transparent and objective separation process, the CBR streamlines its workforce, optimizes resources, and maintains the integrity of its operation, and that the success of this process secures the future financial viability and operational effectiveness of the bank. The current operational cost of the CBR has been unsustainable over the recent years. They say here we not get money to keep these people here. So forget about whether that project we want to go. Because they even say over the summer, it has been unsustainable, meaning there are conditions under which the previous governor or the administration has been keeping these Liberians. And they said these are unsustainable and are measures that are being taken by the previous. So meaning forget about whether reform money or this, that you have already said that these people being keeping these people in there, they are Liberians. That the same thing we are did at the Ministry of State to grab over 700, 800 Liberians and say, look, we got to find them job. It is for that job now they are saying Magade and they're wrong. It is the same thing the central bank is also doing. You are saying that these measures had been unsustainable over the years. How you think they be paying these people? Did they ask you anything? You just went there as acting governor. You sitting there opening your mouth, useless people, and like you people, you're sit there and you're taking jobs from Liberians. It hurts me so much because I know what it takes. Sorry for some of the expressions. It hurts to see Liberians are taking off jobs. Because they say, how was WIA's administration managing to sustain all of that? It's unsustainable, but they managed to sustain it. But you know what? It's good for them too sometimes. Let me tell you something. We can tussle with tussle. To be ungrateful is not good. I was just telling somebody today. According to their something, some of the people, they are working there as contractors. Some of them are getting their lay money. They say, you know what? We'll put your own scholarship. The same thing Cornelia Cross said when she was setting the people down. When she was putting the people down. What they say, some of y'all will be able to put your get program, send y'all for training, and that kind of la thing Samoa too did. To say some of the people, they are just sweepers. And what is sweeper get to do with reform? What is sweeping job get to do with monetary reform? And you are sacking all of these people. Then you call that, oh yeah, the reform process has ended. All the kind of trash, then we are hearing it from them. But you see, especially for those at the higher ups, those contractors and consultants, these are the guys who thought, you see, ungratefulness not good. Ungratefulness not good. And jealousy and envy not good. These are the guys who taught themselves to be elites. They thought because they went to school, they know small boy, whatever. I just sorry for the common people who have been affected. But for those guys at the top, they're the one who were there envying the Kalascos, the Kojis. Look, I can't envy any public official. My position that I occupy as a journalist sitting right here, I'm by far better and I have better job security than those people. Why will you honor mine or why will you envy or Avin Wise? Avin Wise, who can be fired at any given point in time? Do you know that your job have better security? Even your contractual relations, they have better job security than these people. These people are political appointees. In fact, the risks associated with their job is such that it is possible that any new government may not be able to consider them anymore. But as a professional person, a contractor, and a consultant, you can be absorbed in any system, any given point in time. That's the risk associated with that. I'm never moved by that. That's why when I tell people, say, I don't just want to move into government and I come down. Because to really move into government and find yourself settling back, it becomes so difficult. That's the risk associated. You envying people who have risky jobs that they are taking. But because you get ready, I'm supposed to be here sitting down, and in 2000, wow, Kalasco, they're flying around. Wow, Koji, get this. Look at the kind of senseless talk. You don't even know that you are a professional person. Your job is better, is secured, it is by far better, and you have more job security on it. You can take your labor law of the Republic of Liberia covers you, but the labor law does not cover these people. Forget about where they find themselves today. You are better protected. That's why when you see people may not understand some of these things, right? There's the same thing about contractors and employees. Contractors earn more money than employees. You know why? The contractor job security is not guaranteed. It is definite. They employ the indefinite employment. That means real employee. Your job, a long-term job, as long as you want to stay there, you'll just be eating the money. You'll just be eating the money. The contractor, that definite something. Anytime they can sack him, you go back to go look for a different job. When he will put himself back together. So that's why you see contractors have more money, or consultants have more money than the ordinary employees. You got to understand all of these things. That's the same category that you are in. That's the same category the political appointees are in. Anytime they can get dismissed, anytime they can be removed or whatever it is. Why envy them? You're sitting there, you're doing all the envy them. Everyone there, you have to go by their business. You have a new government come. You just think the people are going to consider you as professionals? You just think for the fact that it was CDC time, that signature went on contract for you. They label you as what? Sedition. They will clear all of you from there. You think they care about whether you are professional or not? That's why you were sitting down, bringing these suffering upon yourself, the calamity upon yourself. These are self-invoked calamities that you brought upon yourself, and you're feeding it today. So you see that? We've said it. And this is where we are getting. So sometimes you want to talk. Sometimes you want to say they look for it. Some of them, not all of them. They look for it. And that's bad. That's bad. And that's where we are now. The downsizing continues. The joblessness continues in this country. The unemployment rate is climbing up under this administration. Go around now and you know how many families that will be affected by that? Do you know how many families affected by that? Some people have 15 families. Right? Good. Even a extended family in Africa, you can go pretty close to 20 or something thousand and 20. Calculate about 206. 206 times 10. Let me just put it at 10% depending on one, right? So 206 times 10. Know how many persons you're taking food from their table? Under we are administration, he would tell that indeed you got to find a way to accommodate these people. You got to find a way to accommodate these people. So you're sacking them, where they're going. Look for something for them to do. You can't take these people off. They are Liberians. Let's find a job all over the money. That today, United Party using the word and it's unsustainable. You know, we can't sustain it. And there's that. Oh, we can sustain it. No problem. I like that. Those of you who are you to be talking trash, oh, what they play, I get ready, they come and move from here. And what they got it? So now some of you will pass around the beam when you see your money passing. They want to hear that time finish. What about it? They are time now finish now, your own time finish too. Everybody time finish, you go sit down. And we are time finish, your own time finish too. Everybody go sit down. Look, let us all sit down and feel. You see, that's what jealousy and envy can do. Witchcraft mentality. When witchcrafts are performing, they forget about themselves. Why you think a reasonable man would think that the man who paying your school fee, you and your children's school fee, you will want to kill that man? Now witchcraft mentality there. Now I'm seeing witchcraft mentality in those people. They just say, everybody, their time was so finished. We'll see. And the time finish, your own time finish too. Everybody time finish, now you go by your business. You go say, you call yourself elites. You are the clever people, smart people. Professional men and me, I go to work, I sit down earning 2,000. Then you see Koji and passing around. You see Mama see Kaba there. You see Avin Wizard and earning more money for a person like me. They vote against them. You have to move from there. You yourself, you're moving from there too. You are going now. You see what your envy has done? You see what it has done for you and to you and your family, and all of you will feed it. Right? Yeah. So, I don't know. That's it there, my people. You just pray and that God will bless you again. And you will certainly get there. Y'all go there now. Y'all go. Everybody turn now, finish now. You gotta go sit down. That you know the party people who not turn now. Y'all say you're crazy. Y'all there do all kind of thing. I just waiting. Those nurses that they say they want to move from JFK, the 400 and some more person. They want to move there, they move there. The same people that were there and causing people like us and attacking us. Today, They believe that they can sustain no people. They can sustain you. The same way the Liberian people couldn't sustain Georgia and grew and the moon from there. That the same way the people not able to sustain you to the sacking you. So nobody can sustain them. You know the party came here. Yeah, everybody. They're already 50. Please call me Crusoe for me. So that everybody will say that. And you gonna be singing song and jealous to them for sending your girlfriend to Ghana or whatever you going. For doing that one you going. For Koji doing that one you going. All we are going. Everybody feeling going. The going continues. Everybody going. Y'all will continue to go. Because your jealousy and envy talks are the one that haunting you today. Everybody going. And y'all thinking, Joey, go. Everybody. No, what Joey, y'all didn't know that y'all were part of Joey babies. It's just to say, y'all know where your pa go, y'all will go to. So you are no, y'all were Georgia babies. Y'all didn't know that. Georgia made you people, born you people, empower you people. Y'all talk Georgia, you say Georgia must go. So when your pa go, you think where you will go? Your pa go, your man go, you yourself you go. Everybody going. So that how you're going? The dancers, you're ready, yeah? And you thought that one day those people they want to call everybody going. I can be sorry for you because the heartlessness. But again, you want to remind you about your own heartlessness towards yourself. Yo, we are go. You say you're going to. Everybody going. They can sustain you. And you say the Brembo can sustain you. We are the NMO. You say the bank say they can sustain your NMO. So everybody going. All right. So let's take a break. Let me speak with my next and winner and the lady who wanted to throw her slippers away. And let me get her on quick. Then we'll pick your lines. I'm charging this online phone for our people in the diaspora. Yeah. Where they song here, I said, where is it, Joey, go? Let me see. Okay, I will play all this side. This side I won't play from. Joey, go. All going on. So everybody going. So nobody stay. Everybody will go. You know what New York, Joey, baby. You're not Boga, baby. You're Joey, baby. All the babies will follow. Right? So that is why it is. Wait, I said, where's my song? Joey, go. I think that all the world can be playing sometimes. No, I play on this. I forgot about it. I'll find it now. Don't worry. Let me play small. Yeah, everybody going. So that Joe, we are going. Yeah, Joe, we are. Where is that? Where Joe, we are going? Joe, we are going. All going. Everybody feeling going now. Can't sit down. Jealousy taught them what in your mob and your passing all over the place. Talking all kinds of things there. Right here.
We are go, we tire, we are go. Innocent people.
I have one more job tonight.
Go. We are go. Amen. Seven are crying, no. Market women are crying, no. We are go. We tire, we are go. Innocent people are dying, yo. The students are taking home. Now we are go. We tire home. Now we are go. Now we are go. Now we are go. Now we are go. We tire home. Now we are go. Now we are go. Go, 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 go. Now we are go. We tire home.
We are certainly getting there. So thanks so much to all of you for being right here tonight on this very time. We are certainly getting there, and we will certainly get there. And that is it right here on this very you know, sometimes when you're reminding people about their own past, yeah, you can set it up now. Yeah, so if you're reminding them, they tend to see it differently, and that's what it is. Some of them going. I'm sorry for some of them, and I will say that clearly. And that's it. Some of you out of just envy or whatever, hey, then now you're losing your jobs. You'll lose it. That one part, forget about it. It's not me. It's your own thing. Your own witch hunting you. So very good. So let us be able to live with it and move on with our lives. Yeah, that's life. We got to live with it. Nothing will change. So we'll certainly get there. So they're doing it everywhere. Everywhere. They are cutting down everywhere. Right? Yeah. So they are drowning everyone everywhere. So this is it right here on this very day. And you can out there already. Okay, yeah. So no, her name is yeah, please put her name on. All right, so folks, Crown Stopper is proud to be associated with the show. Let's take a break, and when we'll come back, we're getting one of my winners last night, the lady who said that she had to throw away her slippers because she's gotten news about the 100,000 Liberian dollars win. All right, so that is it right here on this die. We are certainly getting there, and that is it. Let's move on. Let's take this break and be right back.
There are crowds in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hands, for the right authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. I'm a part of it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Okay, so thanks so much. Let me get on to this winner who was very excited last night. They call her Jacinta Right? Yeah. All right. How you doing, ma'am? How's everything with you?
Fine.
A long time. How's everything?
Yes,
Last night, was it you I was talking to?
yes.
What were you doing when I called you? The noise was in the back. What were you doing?
I was selling
You were selling what?
food stuff.
Food stuff? What kind of food stuff?
fried chicken.
Fried chicken. Is that one they call fast doping? Is that what they call fast doping? Or the fast doping? That means you just grab it and just eat it.
Yeah.
How much do you sell the chicken?
The prices are different.
The big chicken wing.
I got 100, 150, 200.
Okay.
Along with jollof rice.
Or jollof rice. Okay. So me I let a checker business. So I don't know. You don't add a checker to that?
No.
Okay. You can put vegetables out too.
Yeah.
That one is correct. So how do you manage playing between your celly and Isita, you listening to radio? How do you manage with that kind of noise? I was hearing you in the noise.
I love Freedom FM so much. So I go in the cell.
Okay.
I connect with my phone.
Oh, your earpiece. So when people say how much, how do you get it now? Because you're using the earpiece and it's jamming.
And $1 bit from the table.
Okay.
So in the people then I be at the back fry.
Okay, I see. I see. That's it. I read it. All right, and you've been playing this cash giveaway thing?
Very long time.
For a long time. And you won before?
I won it 2,500.
Okay.
I won it 4,000.
Okay.
Then on Friday I won it 20,000.
You won it 2,500. You won it 4,000. Then this go again.
I won it 20,000.
How is that going up like that?
I call.
Oh God, I like that. I like that response. That's God. Wow, that's great. So you wanted 2,500, you wanted 4, and of course the 20,000 is going Friday. Then I had to call you out last night, and all you could hear in your ear was what? You say you are throwing slipper away. The slipper stay on your foot, or you threw it away for true?
Also, I didn't know where I went with my bare feet.
So you setting that through the slipper away, man. Anyway, that's joy, and of course I really appreciate that. And you've been playing. There are others who are playing, losing hope, and they are not playing game. What anyway, like you said, you've been winning. But what really keeps you to this game? Because other people will play, win, and they run away. They say me by at least, and I collect my late, and I coming by again. But what's still keeping you there?
Well, I won the 4,000 for the bread or the motor bar. I said, Echo, I really want to win the motor bar.
Okay.
But I didn't stay long again. Then they said the motor bar finished. They gave me 100,000 off.
Okay.
So I started to play because my children, 4 children, I started thinking how to get them ready for school.
Okay.
I said I will continue to play. So every time I play. Well, I wanted 20,000. I said no, the money staying enough for my children because they are hopeful.
Yeah, they're hopeful.
So Freedom Money I play 2 times. Call, no way. Then your show, I decided to play 2 times again.
Okay.
So he said, time is not in my favor. I come and call the last person, and the person will win the 100,000. I just claim it in Jesus' name. I said, hey, God, I claim it in Jesus' name. Instead, 2 minutes, my phone rang. When I took out the phone, I saw the Lone Star number, then it called off.
Okay.
Then when it ring again, I heard your voice. No, I said, I told my man, already, I said, I win the 100,000. I jumping.
Wow. And you start jumping. Slipper start flying.
So
no, I was happy for you too as well last night. When you said it, I was really, really happy for you. And I must say, I'm very much happy. So, when you win these things, you share the story with friends, or you just keep it to yourself?
My whole house. It's that because you can call me Freedom FM in my house.
Oh, okay,
the station I love.
Okay.
I can play no other station.
Okay, I see.
They start calling me from my house. My sister-in-law start calling me from Puelan Road. I say, yeah, oh God did it.
Oh, they were listening and they heard your name. They say, you know. Wow, congratulations. And and I think you're supposed to have come today. No one called you?
Nobody called. I called the number, but it was off.
Man.
So I said, my man called me. I said, maybe it will be tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh.
So when you call
me, somebody come take your picture. Yeah.
When you call me on our screen, the morning, I said, because you've been seeing that when you're calling all on the more call, we shouldn't listen.
Yeah, you're right. You are 100% right. You really follow instruction for true. So he had to place the call and then gave me the phone. I was talking to you, but stay. Yeah, it was good that you did what you did. And I must say, yes. And that's the credibility we bring to this thing. so that when any other number besides our number calls you, say no, I have no dealing with you, and I'm not expecting anything from you. Yeah, so I think that's very much good. So, our CEO, can you just tell her when she's coming for her stuff so that we can hear? Yeah.
Okay, so for the purpose of this interview,
Yeah. Okay.
normally she's supposed to come for us to take pictures.
Yeah.
But I want to keep the excitement in her.
Okay.
I want people to have the feeling that she's going to feel tonight.
Okay.
So I'll make sure they disburse the money right now, right here.
In her phone.
In her phone.
So she's going to get her money now. The CEO is here, and for Radio Entertainment, and Veronica K. Gatia said she's very happy for you, our fans, and they are here. They are all happy for you online. Thanks so much for always following us. But others have been doubting this. Why you play consistently? And okay. Yeah.
So I praying to God tomorrow again.
Okay.
As you were saying this morning, tomorrow like 100,000. I'm praying, and by His grace, I won't win that.
You won't win it again, so that you add it up. Yeah, you're setting it. So that thing now you want move from setting down there to go different place to set now, or you just want to be down there. Because at that place making you to win, you got to stay there.
I will stay there.
Yeah, so the guy is going to make sure that you get your money now. So I would like for you to wait while I'm picking calls from our callers. Then when the money hits your account, you will tell me right here on the show. Yeah, that it hits your account before you can leave. All right, so let's get to the lines and interact with our callers right here tonight. And some of you have done draws already for the 3,000. Some of you have won. Several of you have done the draw. Several of you have already won. I think they click and listen to your phones already. So let's get on to the line. And then I get on to you right here on this die. And she's Jacinta. And let me get on to this caller. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, boss. How's everything?
Not bad, Papa. I tell God, thank you for it, Papa. Anywhere you go, God will lift you up.
Amen.
And you continue to educate with the old man, then I say that you honor.
I know.
Thank you, Papa.
Amen.
God will be with your children and your generation to come.
Amen.
And thanks, Sanyo. I tell you, God, thank you to open your radio for us.
All right.
But, Papa, you know what happened now? Yo, we are go. That everybody going. Don't go carry on. Frustration carry on.
Yeah, everybody going.
No, Joe. And water change. Yeah, everybody. What Joe we are off? They come on went down the room. That everything looking like that right here.
Wow.
But the thing that was for Joe, we are the flow. They don't way to move to a that's what happened. Why but everybody going to school. And today Joe we are go. That everybody going.
You're right.
That people will learn the hard way. But they won't be to access. They open. They government when I get you a sense of direction. What they bring to us. Everyone will feed the whole everybody in Nigeria.
All right.
So
thank you so much, George. We are going. Everybody going. Your roles are going. And everything else is going. Your jobs are going. Everything else is going. And that's what it is. George, we are going. You know, sometimes these things happen and we are certainly getting there. Let me get on to the next caller. I'll try to pull you guys online or your stuff on. Crusoe should be blamed for this. He's supposed to have charged his phone knowing exactly what we ought to do. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah, I'm calling for support.
Yeah, Rosic, let's listen to you, please.
Well, I recommend you for a talking point.
We thank God.
Yeah, discussion, wide range of issues, ranging from the ECOWAS delegation, and I think they make it emphatically clear. So, Mr. Bwaka, right? A political party, not just to governance, right? But now, as the leader of the country, you are leader for all. You are not leader for special group of parties. You are leader for every Liberian. So, the people made it clear. And I appreciate the fact that President Weah was able to call them in to come and intervene, because I think this time around in Liberian people will not hold back. Liberian people are going to, they are going to, the Liberian people.
All right. Thank you for your contribution. Let me get on to the next caller. Hello, how are you doing? Hello. Yeah, good evening. Let's hear from you.
Thank you, David. My name is Mohammed Aziti, a member of the Barber International People Company.
Hello, how you doing? Hello. Yeah, hello. Yeah. Say that again. How's everything?
I'm good, sir.
Hey, boss man. Yeah, I'm very happy hearing from you. Just that you're cracking in as all. That's the unfortunate part. But go on, let's listen to you, please. Hey. Yeah, I'm trying to get you. We're trying to get you. Go on.
All right. People in this country will get to know ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And we believe in the deceit so that it lies and things carry us up to this time.
Mm-hmm.
Your eyeball seeing what your eyeball can see. You see every day what this government, the past government was doing. You challenge yourself and allow deceit and lies to carry you. The president today, this old man, and those that came around him, telling him to be a buku man that he said to be. Our nation is going by us. History has filled us up. People calling John, we are going, 7-7. I'm asking today, where are we going? Have we come from the place we were that we said to a better area? We remain down up there, even where we were finding ourselves to be. Today, we're celebrating around here that John Weir, those people that came, they didn't come for John Weir. But if they didn't come for John Weir, I can ask them, what makes them to come? So everyone will just sit there in their country and then go and just go in a country that didn't call them to go, they just go there. It is not true. The people are calling nation. Liberia have to stay and know themselves that people are causing enough with our country. Let us know that this old man and his people are the country, and this country is going to crash it. Every day, you cannot go in somebody's area for drugs. All the drug people that are passing all around here, all over people are taking drugs.
Right.
It's just with a particular area that is there, they want to discuss the drugs. You can't continue to point people in somebody's eyeball and then go and you get all the way inside.
Again, work that out. Thank you so much. So again, I want to hold you at that, and thank you. Let me get on to the next caller right here. Hello, how you doing? And has the money hit our account? It did. Well, phone. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. How you doing, Chief? Yeah.
What you reacting to red ECOWAS is if you have done that 1990, we will not go to war. If automatically have done that, we will not go to war. But the way of people safety,
okay.
it was very appreciate what he did.
All right.
And for all the followers of George, we will remain peaceful. We will not be until the 6th year, and then we compare and contrast.
Okay.
You know, in the community, one woman came from Australia, George Weir, and they promoted him. He asked for my son, George Weir, your book, you don't know book. So this time he went with FDA, the contract is going to go. But one thing I'm doing that the person who voted for, you're enjoying the person that will vote for, and nobody has to enjoy that government. So today the contract is terminated, it's like 10% saying he's going to vote. I say, that's the right thing.
All right. Thank you, boss, for your contribution. So let me just speak with Jess. He has to go or this thing far. And yeah. And win 100,000. Did you get the money now?
Yes.
Yeah. How much dollars they sent? What they sent?
90,000.
Why 90,000?
My phone can't take 100, as he said.
Okay. So tomorrow I will call you again to tell you what you get about 10,000.
Okay.
Thank you so much. So congratulations. Go enjoy your night.
Thanks very much. Thanks to the Freedom Family.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. See Jacinta right, and she has been right here with us. So let's continue the course right here tonight on this very day. We are certainly getting there. All right. So let's go on. That is it right here on this day. Call us on 0776 104 086 500 104. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, how are you doing?
Thank you, Evie.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
Thank you. My name is Muhammad As, the resident of District 17, Bangor of the
Quickly. Let's hear from you, Chief.
Maybe for me, what is happening with those guys from the Bureau of Ministry, the agency,
Because the president, before he can become a president, he said it. He said when they win power, when they win the election, they were going to cut down staff in all of the ministry agencies. He said that.
You said that,
They
yeah.
go to one ministry, people plenty there, so when they win, they should cut everybody down.
You're right.
They get people that would not know nothing. He
You're
said
right.
it. And but people, they just listen to what Obe Boakai was saying. And so for them that they are put down today, then tomorrow they're going to put a lot of people down again. That will continue process. Some of those people that were there, they are the people who are waiting to teach their party for a 1 year. So we are good. Now, so we are good. They say, when you're looking at 1990, they said that the game was over. But when the game was over, the winner all win.
I know.
Yeah. The winner win, they don't win, they get it win. So it's what happening. Joe, we are good. The follower, Joe, we are good. But some of us, we are disturbing and institution. People in my community here, in fact, they don't call me Mohammed, they call me CDC. That's how they call me.
Okay.
But I know I'm working CDC government. No parties I want to give money. I love the party. I love the party. So we were convincing people to make sure that we maintain this party, but they said no. So it's good for them. Yeah,
all right, yeah, we can't wish evil for evil. Let's just keep praying for them. Hello, how you doing? Let God bless them. Hello, how you doing?
How are you, Heavy? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Please go on quickly.
Yeah, I'm Grace Baker calling from rehab.
Okay.
Thank you ever so much for the show. But everywhere I want to find out my son. What did Joseph Broca bro? Where you well?
No, for all, we not even get time for it. You know, normally when you know people travel and they will come back, they bring you anything, you don't expect anything, so you don't discuss them anymore. So that is who he is.
Joseph Broca brought Drupo. Because the first time he brought prophecy, the second time they don't wish they want a Drupo. And the Drupo is running behind them, so they started them. So they said, John, we are what's the party going on? Oh, I let you comment. I let you comment. I let Joseph Broca comment. They're dealing with affair. That affair say dealing with. If I tell you that in my community, 2 persons in my community, in my everyone are living, 2 persons they put them. Oh, so Joseph Broca say sweet for them. I'm sorry for none of them. Even my sister or my mom will be inside it sweet. Thank you very much, Maybe I'll win it.
Yeah, you will certainly win someday. Keep doing. Hello, how you doing? Let me get on to the next caller right here on this die. Hello? Okay, this person is off. So let me get on to this. The WhatsApp line trying to put it on so that I can get a few calls before I leave. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, fine. Go on. Let's listen to you. Yeah. I mean, your line is too terrible, please. Yeah, line is terrible, please. We can only skip on you quickly because I don't have much time. Hello, how you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Christopher Osiaka. I'm calling from North Dakota.
Yeah, Chris, great to go on, man. I'm sorry that the online something is giving me challenge. Sorry. Go on, Chris.
All right. For me today, I'm so happy. The only thing I want to do is just enjoy. We are go. We are go. We are go. We are go. Thank you guys so much for entertaining us and also informing us. I'm following.
I like that. All right. Thanks so much for your contribution. Hello, how you doing?
No?
Yeah.
Samuel Smith.
Okay.
Calling from Mississippi Junction. See only people, my brother. See on them.
Hey, thank you, my brother. And we can only stop there and then get on to the next caller. Hello, how you doing? Hello? Hello? Okay, so let me get on to the next caller. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, this is Fayad J. Mars. I'm calling you from exit number 2, Johnsonville.
Okay, go on.
You see, those people that are taking out of job, most of them was not in favor of George Weah. We told them that George Weah is the best person in Liberia, and
People never believe it. And today they are seeing the result. In the subsequent time, we will see that many of them will get out of job. You know, Joseph Parker is not joking with them. You know, and we will see that Georgia in 2029 will bring him back to power. Joseph Parker is incompetent to rule.
All right. Thank you, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Sorry for our online users. And I normally, when you guys are not getting through, I normally don't want to frustrate you guys effort the more. So this is how we close tonight, right here on this very die. Right? So we are certainly getting there. And no matter what the circumstances are, we will certainly get there. No matter what it is, we will certainly get there. And with God, all things are possible. I don't know why you people think things are not possible. With God, all things are possible. And we will certainly, you know, yeah. You got to for house on away so that, and yeah. Even my brother who made this song came by and said, no, they made this song that I made, so they made that correct for the country. Stay, I'll say, what they call. Let me leave it with you people. Good night.